WJBF Live, Viper 6. No rain here, though mostly cloudy with showers spreading across Alabama, Middle Tennessee. You're watching WJBF News Channel 6, where you get your most accurate forecast first. Tonight, 8 o'clock, partly to mostly cloudy and dry. It'll be warm at 8, 60 degrees.
Now at 5, an Aiken eyesore. Renovations to improve the safety of the Lawrence Street Bridge aren't supporting expectations of people who live nearby.
Fighting back childhood obesity numbers, nearly a third of adolescents fall into the obese category. Now a local group is trying to help those kids out.
As lawmakers across the country continue the debate on gun control, it turns out a national ammunition shortage could curb gun use. Now local gun ranges are having to ration bullets. Your news at 5 starts right now.
Live from Television Park in high definition, the station you count on. This is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Jenny Montgomery.
I'm Brad Means. Coverage you can count on begins with new details in a police chase that led to the death of 2 brothers. Richmond County investigators tell us Deputy Bert Gates did the right thing during a high-speed chase. That's when 23-year-old Derek Durden and 22-year-old Deontay Durden got pulled over for speeding, then took off when Deputy Gates approached their car. They lost control of the car during a chase through North Augusta and into parts of Aiken County. The brothers died. The deputy was not hurt. Family members say the brothers were never trouble.
It's just baffling, you know what I'm saying? It's just baffling and it's mind-boggling right now to know that, you know, someone so close to me, not only my family, but my best friends, and, you know, you know, words can't even express how I feel right now.
An autopsy was set for this afternoon in Newberry, where we expect to learn more information, possibly about that crash. Richmond County deputies are allowed to make a judgment call when it comes to pursuits like this one, but they have to notify dispatchers when they go into an area out of their jurisdiction. Aiken County officers must call in before they start a chase. Factors like the type of crime, the surroundings, and the condition of the roads are all considered. Officers say that public safety does come first whenever they make that call.
It's been several months since the new Lawrence Street Bridge in Aiken reopened after renovations. Officials noticed last April that runoff water washed away some of the ground beneath the bridge. Then part of the bridge actually began to fall. The bridge reopened in October, but the new look isn't getting the thumbs up from many people who live near that bridge. News Channel 6's Ashley Bridges is in the newsroom tonight. And Ashley, the main concern is that it doesn't match Aiken's aesthetic expectations.
Jenny, that's what neighbors tell me. A lot of them say that for Aiken's historic district, the bright concrete and the guardrails are out of sync and out of style.
Last spring, the Lawrence Street Bridge was falling down.
It fulfills a vital need. It's an important bridge. We certainly missed it when it was out of order.
And some residents say they aren't happy with what went up.
I'm not an architect, I'm not a bridge designer, but I think it's an aesthetic question now, and it really isn't all that pretty.
It does not have the charm that the old bridge had.
Ugly. I would say it is rather ugly.
George Brubaker has been married for 46 years, and while the issue of this broken bridge's replacement won't break up his marriage, his wife says she couldn't disagree more.
It's a bridge, and I don't think it detracts from the beauty of the town.
Something people repeatedly said.
It's cement. It's just a bridge.
If you aren't happy, don't complain to the city. They aren't in charge.
The city is who is in charge of, being able to put the light poles and the things. That bridge is a South Carolina Department of Transportation item. They are the ones who own it. They are the ones who control it.
Those who live near it say it may be structurally sound.
It's fine because I've been over it a number of times and I hadn't fallen over it.
I like the look of that, but I like the safety of this one very much.
But in Aiken, they say that's not enough.
I have been involved in public projects before where structures were put in public places and kept in line with the expectations of the community.
So what could be done to make the bridge better?
I think it needs some kind of an adornment of some type. Not a Chinese arch, of course, but something.
Some of you say shining is what spotlights the bridge's problems to begin with.
They should do something about the brightness of the guardrails.
And I'm sure it will mellow just the way we all do as people.
Now, some of the people we talked with say their neighbors have suggested everything from mosaics to thoroughbred statues. SC's Department of Transportation didn't get back to us. Live in the newsroom, Ashley Bridges, WJBF.
A facelift is coming to a busy intersection in Evans, Georgia. Hereford Farm and Gibbs Road is going to have a wider path for bicycles, wider lanes there as well. Why? Well, heavy traffic from schools and frequent delays at that intersection prompted the need for these improvements.
Right turn lanes, improving the angle at that intersection slightly, and we're adding sidewalk on both sides of Hereford Farm. On Cox and Gibbs, we will be adding sidewalk on one side.
They're going to have a pre-construction meeting on that project tomorrow, and construction should start within the next 10 days.
It is tax season again, but the IRS will not begin processing returns until the end of the month. There was concern over a delay because of the new fiscal cliff legislation and possible new tax provisions. The IRS will begin processing a vast majority of tax returns January 30th. That's a week later than planned. The agency dealt with a similar delay 2 years ago.
Flu season started earlier, 5 weeks early this year. Activity reported in more than 40 states. 18 people have died from it. With the early season, more people are taking Tamiflu. That's the medicine that's used to relieve symptoms. And it's led to a shortage in the supply across this country. News Channel 6's Courtney Elledge is going to have more on this story for you coming up in the next half hour.
Aiken County authorities still have no suspect in several home break-ins on Tuesday. Public safety officers responded to 4 home invasions near Newberry Street. The only description investigators have is that the suspect was wearing all black. If you have any information on these break-ins, call the police.
Recent tragedies have driven up purchases of ammo and weapons while decreasing supplies for some police departments. WJBF News Channel 6's Dee Griffin now with a look at the problem locally and whether the Sheriff's Department in Augusta is facing a shortage.
More Americans are taking up arms to protect themselves and shooting up ammunition sales in the process. Frank D'Amato has been a certified NRA firearms instructor for more than 30 years and has never seen this kind of rapid run on ammunition and weapons.
This is by all means tops the charts, and people coming in. Is that an AR-15? Is that a high-capacity pistol? Give me it. I don't care what it costs. They don't even ask the price.
At Shooter's Gun Shop, typically overflowing shelves of ammunition now contain a limited supply due to high demand. Now the ammunition is rationed only for range use. Not only is demand on the rise, so are prices.
Gone up, in some cases doubled.
So something $25?
50 bucks. Okay, and like I say, the distributors have raised their prices, so naturally the small stores have to go for more.
Gun shops and retailers aren't the only ones facing this dilemma. Some police departments around Georgia are facing a shortage of ammo after recent tragedies caused fear and panic. But according to Lieutenant Calvin Shue, the Richmond County Sheriff's Office plans ahead to avoid getting behind in ammunition.
We've always kept it. We've never, in all the years that I've been here, which is over 20 years, we've never, had a shortage. We've dropped down in our stockpile, but we've never gone to a point where it's an emergency.
Although law enforcement is stocked and ready to protect, residents are still taking a shot at fighting crime while shooting down supplies. Dee Griffin, WJBF News Channel 6.
The nationwide ammunition shortage has already forced the Douglas County, Georgia Sheriff's Office to delay some training exercises while trying to restock. But again, that is not a problem in Richmond County.
Welcome back to WJBF Game Night Live. I have Coach Larry Campbell here. You guys go into halftime down 10-0 to a really good Aquinas team. What do you tell your team at halftime to get them motivated for the second half?
Well, if we hunt excuses, we're starting 8 sophomores, 4 on each side of the line, and our quarterback we started with was a sophomore. We're that young, and we've had 2 serious injuries to 2 of our junior offensive linemen, an ACL in the last month or so, and then we got a broken ankle last week, so we scuffling. But I don't mean to take anything away from Aquinas. We don't have a first down. We ain't come across the 50-yard line yet. So we got to try to get field position, try to get our offense a shot and score. We can come back.
All right, definitely big question tonight is Ben Turner. You guys made a couple changes earlier on in the week. Definitely not an injury. What's going on with Ben Turner?
Nothing going on with Ben. We just tried a sophomore quarterback. Thought me Mike could get a little bit more running and better than tied of him. Ben's made a few mistakes, and one of those things we decided to bench him and see if it helped him. So we'll see in the second half.
All right, good luck to you, Coach. Ryan and Navy, back up to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Steph. And we're going to get Larry Campbell here in just a moment. He's got a lot of folks trying to talk to him. And let's go down now. Stephanie French has Coach Campbell.
Coach Campbell, great turnaround in the second half. Definitely a great pep talk that you had for the guys. What did you guys tell them?
I wish I could take some credit for that, but very little did we talk about except how big the game was as far as the region standings. And we were just embarrassed. We had not had a first down in the whole first half. And that's credit to Aquinas, good football team.
And now we just saw you talking to Brendan Douglas. What did you tell him?
I played him 4 years. He is just a quality young man. Super kid.
All right, well, congratulations again on your win tonight.
Thank you, kindly. Appreciate it.
All right, Ryan A.B., back up to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot. Yeah.
You can say Megan Murphy's an inspiration to her family, friends, coaches, and fellow athletes. The soccer, softball, and swimming standout defeated the odds of cancer at a very young age.
I was diagnosed when I was about 2, and I went through treatment for 2 years. I'm missing a muscle in my leg now, and I did chemo and radiation. But
a lot of times she'll come home and have to ice her leg down every night, but the next day she gets right up and goes back out again.
That's something that we kind of don't make excuses why you can't do something, just do it, because look at Megan.
But she doesn't let that set her apart from her teammates. It is something that motivates her to push harder.
I don't like feeling different, and all my friends know that, so when we're running 2 miles and I'm lagging behind, they'll joke with me and try to keep me going. And
played a game, I think her sophomore year, I actually had her in the outfield. We were so desperate and never complained, never said a word. Knew that it's not her strong suit just because her running is not compared to everybody else, but she just went out there and played her hardest.
She struggles a little bit running, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of difference.
That's one of the reasons I try to stay active, so I don't have to worry about that affecting me too much in life. I can still do everything that anyone else can do.
Although she competes in 3 sports, it's academics that Megan is focused on.
I always make sure that all my homework's done. That's the most important thing to me, because I know that's what's going to get me scholarships.
She's a hard worker and just never quit and was always dependable, always there, and just somebody you can lean on and set the example for everybody else.
Stephanie French, WJBF News Channel 6 Sports.